and a 2-1 series lead. The King led all scorers with 38 and also had a game-high 12 rebounds. He also had 8 assists in LA's 116-108 win. So, Shannon, how impressive was LeBron in this win? What's happening?
Yeah, it was a bad weekend for you, bro. It was a bad weekend for you.
It was a great weekend.
No way. Let me give me your piece. Yeah. I'm making sure I got to hear Andy, because Andy going to tell me, I need to wrap it up. Don't give me that right here. There you go, Skip. I thought you had left. After what LeBron did on Saturday night. You still here? 38, 12, and 8. Skip, did you realize this is the 61st time that LeBron James has led his entire team in points, rebounds, and assists? The next two closest are Tim Duncan and Larry Bird in the 20s. He was special. This is what we expected to see of LeBron James. Get the ball downhill. I'm going to the rim, Nurkic. I'm going to the rim, right side. And if I believe you're above the rim and to challenge me, I'm going to kick it out. Skip, if they can just make a few shots, I'm not asking them, as you say, I'm not asking them to be Steph Curry. I don't need them to be Klay Thompson. I just need you to hit probably like 35, 36% of those threes. And it's over. It should have been. If they'd have made the free throws on Saturday night, this was a 20-point whitewash. You know that, I know that. They got no answers for it. Carmelo means well, and Carmelo's having an unbelievable season. I think he's done enough to show that he should be in the league again next year for his 18th season. Gary Trent is too small. And when you play those bigs, and remember, that's why I got him on here, the brow. They got no answer. He should murk everybody when he walks on the court. Anthony Davis needs to leave when he leaves his hotel room, he needs to say, I am a generational talent. I'm murking everybody tonight. Nobody can see me. I'm the baddest mofo here. And that's the approach. And he took that approach. And everybody went, look at it. See, I told you AD soft. Nah, AD had 5 points in the first half. Had he made his free throws, he'd had 12. But then all of a sudden, the same thing happened. Remember game 3, Skip? Game 2? He got it. Give me that white side. Boom. Come in, Nurkic. Boom. And then he got that mid-range game going. Whoo, Skip. Then he finished that hit 11 on him in the third, and then 12 in the fourth. And the coach says, hold on. I appreciate it. Let me get these threes for you. Wow. Step back up. It's over. And it was over, Skip. LeBron James, 38-12. Are you sure he's 35? I might need to, I might need to pull up President Trump or Bertha. I might need to see that birth certificate because he playing like he's 27.
Tell me when you're finished.
I finished.
Good. It is shameful that you and your man, LeBron James, are gloating about doing anything against the Trail Blazers who trail every game.
No, they had to lead.
They don't belong in the playoffs. Let's put this in some perspective, can we? What is Toronto doing, or what has Toronto done now to Brooklyn?
They swept them.
Swept them.
Yeah.
By an average of 21 points a game, Toronto just swept Brooklyn right out of the playoffs. What happened when Portland played Brooklyn for the right to get in the playoff game, the play-in game, right? It went to the wire, and it took Karis LeVert missing a jumper that was very makeable. CJ did a nice job on him for once, because Portland is by far the worst defensive team in the whole bubble. They're pathetic because they came in to the bubble 29-37. They were 12 games under 500 when they hit the bubble.
Yes.
And now they're a grand total of 35-39. 35-39. And you're over there gloating about a mismatch that should have been a sweep. I called it a sweep sitting right here. I said this should be an easy sweep.
Nope.
And your man, the King, game 1, he's got the basketball in his hands with a 6-point lead with 7 minutes to go, and he upchucks. The whole team upchucked because AD in that game stood for all done in the fourth quarter. You know and I know you cannot trust him when the chips are down against a legitimate team. You know and I know what Charles Barkley said the other day is exactly right. He doesn't have that dog in him. If he suddenly realizes he's got a supreme advantage, he can front run with Bron because nobody can front run better than LeBron James.
Kawhi.
Oh, stop it. LeBron, we got to. This was the ultimate of that game on what was it, Saturday night. At the end of this game, LeBron makes a three, and he's like a 34% three-point shooter, so he's not exactly a hot hand. What did he do at the end of the game when he made his last three? He backs down the court. Here it is. He decides, I got this. That put him up 14, front runner, and he's mean-mugging going down the court. He is mean-mugging the Portland Trailblazers. And I immediately tweeted, at least save it for the next round. You're wasting that on them. You're a tough guy, LeBron. You're killing the Trailblazers. Way to go. You're killing Carmelo, or what's left of Carmelo. Stop it.
Carmelo.
Just stop it. And whatever happened to Dame time? Can somebody explain to me? I've been hearing Dame time, Dame time. I've been hearing across the table special from Shannon Sharpe. He is special.
He is, absolutely.
In fourth quarters, I can't find him. The other night in the fourth quarter, the game was still hanging in the balance, and he goes 1 for 6 from the field and 0 for 4 from 3. Can we see those 4? I don't know. Maybe I just fictionalized these. Maybe I'm exaggerating. There's the first one. No. He's being guarded by Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso, come on, Dame. That's way short.
Legs.
Didn't have a
legs.
Oh, it's a leg situation.
Look at this.
It was his hand. Oh, that just airballed and missed the rim. At least it hit the backboard.
Skip. Hold on, Skip. You do realize.
What are you doing?
For the last
Dame time?
For the last 3 weeks, they had to win almost every game. He's playing 42, 43 minutes a night. You can't continuously play. And he's playing every other day. This is not 2 days off in between. He's been playing 42, 43, 44 minutes every other day for 3 weeks now. Eventually, that's going to catch up with you. You look at CJ playing heavy minutes. Melo playing 42 minutes. Skip, you can't play that.
Back-to-backs?
No, every other day. Skip, they've been playing.
Once upon a time, I covered this league when the playoffs were just full of back-to-backs. The whole playoff run, lots of back-to-backs.
But Skip, they didn't play at the pace what they're playing at now. And you're asking a man, and Skip, he's giving you, it's not like he had 34 points and 2 assists. He's giving you 34 and 7. He's giving you 36 and 8. He's doing what he can, but at the end of the day, Skip, they got to be able to keep the Lakers off the glass. That's where they're losing the game, because the Lakers are killing them on the offensive end. Now, although they're not getting second chance points, but it's keeping you got to guard another possession, and you got to guard another possession.
Yeah.
Give the Lakers credit. Now all of a sudden, everybody talking about that's an 8 seed, that's Portland. I don't hear nobody thumping their chest, because everybody, all these pundits, all these experts, remember you was quoting these experts. What are the experts now?
So I'm back to Damian Lillard. I just want to know how he compares to those 2 young men that I keep watching. Last night it was late at night, but I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray. Those are Dame timers. Those are clutch late game shooters. They are special. Both of those kids, and they're still kids, are special.
I'm not taking either one of them over Dame.
Donovan Mitchell, same nickname, same initials. Dom Mitchell has 43 fourth quarter points. That leads the whole playoffs. Jamal is third in that category. In the last 2 minutes of fourth quarter and into overtime, those two are 1-2 in playoff scoring. Dame is now tied for 37th. If you add in the overtime, he's tied for 36th. And last night, they scored in the fourth quarter 18 for Donovan, and Jamal scored 21 in just the fourth quarter. It's outrageously great.
It's ridiculous.
And it's the kind of shooting where I say, oh, I get that. That's Dame time. That's unstoppable, because both of them can shoot mid-range jumpers. Damian doesn't have that shot.
Oh, he got it.
He's smaller, and yet I don't think he's much smaller than Donovan. I think they're about the same size.
Yeah, Donovan's like he's about 6'3". But
I don't think he is. I think he's 6'1".
You think so?
Sure. Well, that's what he's listed at, 6'1".
Skip, I think the thing is, for Donovan lived at the free throw line. What was he, 17 of 18 last night at the free throw line? Jamal Murray was getting his basically in the mid-range and the three-point shot. But the difference is Denver doesn't play any defense, Skip. Because when they needed to get a stop, Murray had got cooking. And he's like, okay, one stop. And what they do? They come down and get a layup. Okay, he comes back and matches. One stop. Okay, Mike Conley hits a 3. Okay, come on, guys, let's dig in. Let's get one stop. And there's somebody hitting a mid-range shot. Nuggets can't stop anybody.
So everybody's gloating for LeBron and for AD because they were the first Laker teammates since clear back in 2002 to go plus 25 and plus 10.
Yeah, Sacramento.
In the same game, and it was Sacramento. Okay, this was achieved again against the frail Blazers. That was achieved back in 2002 in Game 7 of the playoffs at Sacramento against a team that went 61-21. That was the franchise record number of wins for Chris Webber and company. 61 wins. Again, the frail Blazers right now are 35-39, and you're gloating about that? So Shaq and Kobe did that at Sacramento. It was also, if you tack on the 8 assists, it was the first time in a playoff game since 2014 that two teammates had plus 25, plus 10, and plus 8 assists. That was KD. That was Russell Westbrook. That game was a game 6, I believe. It was at the Clippers. It was CP3, Blake, DeAndre, JJ Redick. That was a real basketball team that won 57 games. That's the most a Clippers team has ever won in franchise history.
That real Clipper team, and it still didn't advance past the second round.
Okay, but that's not a real team. But this is pathetic.
But wait a minute.
Okay, and so now LeBron is gloating or taking credit
How
for.
did he take? What did he take?
He's passed into second most playoffs wins. He's passed Tim Duncan.
Yeah, he acknowledged him.
Do you realize the degree of difficulty that Tim had in the West versus LeBron in the East? Do you realize that Tim Duncan had to play the Lakers 7 times in playoff series? LeBron had to play the Lakers 0 times in playoff series? Wow, interesting.
But see, you never make these concessions with Tom Brady having to play in the AFC East. You never make that.
Okay, but we're talking about playoffs now.
Yeah.
We're talking about playoff wins. We're not talking about divisional or regular season.
But in the playoffs, and